Podcast Show.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the Rodcast Podcast Show. I am your host, Roddy Motherflippin' Blaze. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Before we get started, I just want to thank all of you guys who showed love and support on the previous episode on the interview that I did with Cheese. That podcast did so well. Shout out to my homie Ramon, who told me that he thinks I'm a good host, and he said he liked how the podcast was structured. So thank you very much here. I really appreciate you. And speaking of Ramon, we actually got Ramon on the podcast next week, so be sure to stay tuned for that. So once again, shout out to everybody who showed love and support on the previous episode. Alright guys, so today on the show, we got the homie Alex Barajas. It's going to be a super dope interview, guys. Like, at the time that I'm recording this, the interview already happened. And let me tell you guys, I'm super excited for you guys to hear this interview, man. We got some exclusive stories that he shared that I'm excited for you guys to hear. I talked to him about his DJing, about his dancing. I guarantee you guys, if you guys know Alex Barajas, you guys will hear some stories that you guys probably didn't know about him. Alright guys, so before we get started with this interview with Alex, just got to plug in my socials real quick. So be sure to follow me on Instagram at Rodster_24. And that is the same thing for my Snapchat and my Twitter. That is at Rodster_24. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Roddy Blaze. We're almost at 400 subscribers, so let's get it, man. I'm telling you, we're almost at that 400 mark. And I'm super excited for the day that finally happens, man. Anyways, guys. All right, guys. So whether you're at the gym, whether you're in your car, whether you're just chilling, listening to this podcast. Hey, first of all, if you're at the gym listening, like doing your cardio or something like that, and you're listening to this podcast right now, yo, you a real one, man. I'm telling you, man. For me to be your podcast of choice when you're doing your cardio, man, that's dope, man. All right, guys. So here we go. Here is the interview with Alex. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get it. Woo! All right, guys, here we go. Today, we got right here, the one and only. We got Alex Barajas. How you doing, sir?
Yo, what's good?
What's up, man?
Good,
dude, what's up?
It's been a minute.
Dude, yeah, dude, it's been like, let's see, what year is it?
We're almost in 2020. Yo, like, as you get older in life, you tend to seem like there's like the same, like, yo, los días van como agua. Like, yo. Like, these days are going like water, yo. Like, time flies right now.
Yeah, dude, that's man. Okay, all right. So, for those who don't know, let's see. We met when? I think in, like, what, high school, right?
This thing, like back in high school. Like high school days.
Yeah, because we went to the same high school for only like a little bit, right?
Yes.
You went to Oxnard High School for a little bit.
I went to Oxnard High School for like literally like a few months. I'm not even sure how many months, but like a few months.
I still remember the class, Miss Churchman.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember?
Yeah.
It was freshman year, man.
It was freshman year.
That was like in 2012.
Yeah. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah. Where'd you go after that?
After that, my whole high school storyline, like, it's just like, it's not like the traditional, like, oh, you go to this high school and you stay there and you play sports and you do all this. Yo, my high school was just like totally crazy. Like, it was a beautiful story. So like, basically I went to, I think, like 5 different high schools.
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
A bunch. So like the whole story it's just like, I started at Channel Islands High School. Okay. And then my family, we had to move to Santa Paula, and from Santa Paula, like, I had like a lot of work going on back in our hometown because I was a dancer, right? And we were that's where all of our practices at, and I'm telling you, like, I was super young, right? And I've been doing like a lot of like creative stuff, and I felt like everything was back in my hometown. You feel me? So I had to move back. So I moved. This is a crarazy story. I stopped living with my parents at the age of 15.
Whoa.
Yeah, 15. What? And then 15 or 14. It was around that time. Oh, damn. And the whole reason why, because it's not because like my mom, she's a beautiful mother. Like, she's the most perfect mother I could ever ask for. Mm-hmm. And it was just because me chasing what I believe in, this image that I have in my mind that I've always wanted to create and make into reality. And so I just like, it was just like all destined. Like, it just feels like it's been destined to be something that had to happen. And And yeah, so like I jumped from like high school to high school. So I moved back. I moved back to our hometown. I was living with my godparents, and thank God for my godparents. They helped me, and they were like my godfather. My godfather was like my father figure, for like my whole life pretty much. And he always kept me on ground and kept me with like, education is like education is very like key to like it's not like the key to be successful, but it's the key to like know the tools that you have and that you're capable of doing and stuff. So like I kind of like I just graduated school. Like I just got my associate's degree for music for music production at my dream school. And like what that has taught me is just like like school is pretty much like teaches you, like, if there's a toolbox right there in front of you, you're not really going to know. Like, if you don't really know about tools, you're going to be like, I think that's like a screwdriver, I think. But then all the other stuff, I don't even know what the hell that is. But, like, you going to school, it's not like, all right, right after you graduate, boom, your life just changes. But no, it's kind of like, all right, school's going to teach you about, like, all right, that's a Phillips screwdriver, that's a flathead, like, that's a drill, like, like, it's going to, like, identify, like, all these tools. And now it's all up to you if you want to build your house. You know what I mean? Like your house is like the beautiful image that you have in your head and stuff. So like that was what was going on throughout my high school. And I was moving from like houses to houses, just following what I love and like following my dreams. And so like I kind of got behind credits, not because like I was not doing I love learning. I got behind credits because since I was moving so much, a lot of my credits didn't really even like count.
Yeah. Okay.
So at the end, I did homeschool for my junior year, and caught up with my credits, and I went back to, it was super dope because people told me like, yo, you're not gonna go back to high school. You're not gonna go back to your high school and graduate. And I'm just like, all right, that right there is just like bet money. Because
they think you wouldn't catch up your credits, or
like, basically
like doubting you, I guess. Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was like bet money, so it's just like I caught up with all my credits. I got extra credits. Went back to my high school my senior year, and back to Channel Islands High School. Graduated from there, and then So yeah.
Whoa, man! So like, yeah.
So that's kind of like my high school.
That's actually what I was gonna ask you about it later on the podcast, but you already went
so
on.
So like I didn't get a chance to go to like proms. I didn't get a chance to like do all this stuff, but I did get a chance to perform in front of like 1,000 people. Like I've been dancing, I've been like performing in front of stages for people since like I was a kid, and so like that right there is just like. I would never take back my past, because it's just like now that like all the blessings that I'm surrounded with now, it's just like it all makes sense.
Would you say like the situation you're at now, would you say, or like some of the opportunities you've gotten, or like the blessings you've gotten, would you say some of those wouldn't happen if what you went through in your high school journey didn't happen?
Heck yeah.
You know what I mean?
Heck yeah. Well, I'm just like a strong believer of everything happens for a reason. Like literally everything happens, like has happened for a reason.
Yeah.
Like if you take, for example, like, all right, so when I was like 8 years old, I like, and it's a whole weird, like, it's just whole weird how like my life is kind of like how things connect. When I was 8 years old, I lived in Santa Paula with my mother, and like the whole cool little story about like me and my mom. Like my mom had me when she was 15 years old, so like. Me and my mom, like, we're both baby. Like, we're, like, me and my mom, like, our relationship, like, we were, like, best friends. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, she was, like, a kid herself, and, like, I was a baby, like, raising. Like, it was just, like, our relationship is, like, forever. Like, I love her for that. And, so, like, just basically, it's just, like, when I was 8 years old, we lived in Santa Paula, and I was coming to school here in my hometown, Oxnard, and, we were hitting the back roads, and, we tend to, we were riding on the Jeep and the gate. I remember everything. Like I remember everything perfectly. We caught gravel, and our car flipped 6 times. Oh. And I ejected out of the vehicle, dude. I landed like on the other side of the road, and I woke up with a blanket over me, and like it was just super crazy. There's a lady, she like woke me up, and she was like, yo, like whatever you do, like please do not look to your left. And like I looked to my left, and I looked to my left, and like I saw the car like smashed, and